they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, Kahawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, as we welcome you to Fletcher Field here in Woodland Park in Collinsville. We're back at it for another week of Collinsville Kahawks sports, and we begin with a little baseball action from you from Fletcher Field, as your Collinsville Kahawks are hosting the Belleville West Maroons in some Southwestern Conference action. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you decided to take some time out of your day and spend it here with us on the Kahawks Sports Network as we welcome you into the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call, 343-3602, or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Kahawks come into this contest with an overall record of 8-8. They are 1-4 in Southwestern Conference play. Belleville West, they're flying high this year. They come in with an overall mark of 14-3, and they are 2-2 inside Southwestern Conference play under their fourth-year head coach, Todd Baltz. Collinsville, of course, being coached by Ryan Warnicki, and they've had a little bit of a back-and-forth moment on their schedules over the last couple of few games. They broke a 4-game losing streak by beating Alton Marquette. That was back on the 12th of this month. Then split a doubleheader against O'Fallon, not a doubleheader, back-to-back home and away games. First at Fletcher Field here, they lost 7-5. The next day they went to Blazer Field in O'Fallon and won that game 3-2. The game against Waterloo was rained out, and then on Saturday they lost to Marion by a score of 13-7. So 1-1, lost 1, 1-1, lost 1 is kind of the way things have been going for Collinsville here lately. We had a chance to catch up with Collinsville's head coach Ryan Warnicki to talk about that and a few other things. We'll pass along the pregame interview to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm Excited to hear to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We have made it to Woodland Park. Fletcher Field is where we are. There's some baseball action going on for you today as Collinsville gets ready to take on Belleville West in a Southwestern Conference matchup. Joining us now is Collinsville head coach Ryan Warnicki. Let's go back in time, Coach. I don't want to go back to the Edwardsville game because I don't really care right now about Edwardsville and what goes on in Edwardsville. That's just a personal standpoint. So let's jump ahead to the back-to-backs against O'Fallon and tell us about those.
Well, obviously O'Fallon's a tough team, and we had two pretty good games with them. The first game, we kind of let them have a few things, let them a few extra runs, a few walks, and missed plays here and there, and some missed opportunities on the offensive side for us, and came up a little short. The second game, we did a much better job of keeping them off the bases, although we still had a few too many walks. Our pitcher did a phenomenal job of working in and out of trouble and limiting the damage every inning. And we had some opportunistic hits. We had some guys really come through with some clutch situations. When we needed a run, they came through, and we were able to squeeze out a good one against a really good team.
All right, then we had probably another rain out because those have been happening a lot often these days with Waterloo. You guys had Marion here on the 20th, a 13-7 loss against that team. Tell us a little bit about that game and maybe more importantly about your team's performance.
Well, unfortunately, our team's been up and down all year. That was another example of us kind of going backwards. We try to move forward and get better every day, and we definitely did not do it that day. Gave them too many opportunities offensively. They're a good team, first of all, and whenever you give a good team extra outs, they take advantage of it, and they did. We seem to do it almost every single inning. We had some scoring chances, and we scored 7 runs. So offensively, we're still getting the job done. We have to shore up the defense, and we have to do better on the mound about throwing strikes.
Talk to us about some of these games against teams like Marion's and the teams you don't get to really see that often. You're very familiar with the Southwestern Conference teams because you see them twice a year in and year out. But these other teams, when they come in, you don't know much about them. Does it at all catch you guys off guard, or do you know just a little bit to get through, or are you more worried about just what you do?
We generally just worry about what we do. I know the kids are very familiar growing up playing against kids from the Southwestern Conference, so that adds to it. There's a little bit more of a rivalry with those other players. When we play a team like Marion, we really don't know anything about them because our kids don't grow up playing against those kids. I try to tell our kids to respect every team, and I know we do that going into every game, but you never know how the kids are going to react against a team they're unfamiliar with.
All right, so we're at the point in the season now. We're getting close toward the end, man. You guys are right at 500. What would you like to see between now and the end of the year? I mean, I know you guys would like to see wins and get above the 500 mark, but what exactly are you looking for before postseason play starts?
Well, I'm looking for more consistency on the mound and on the defensive side. We've got to throw more strikes, and we have to make more of the routine plays. High school baseball isn't really that complicated. If you throw strikes and make routine plays, the other team's not going to score that many runs. If you make the other team have to earn all the runs they get, they're not going to get that many. So we got to stop giving up free runs, and we'll see the wins and losses take care of themselves if we just do those two things.
All right, you have Belleville West in back-to-back games today and Thursday, so another team that you're very familiar with, and they're really good this year, man. 14-3, they're no joke.
Oh, they're always a good team. We always respect Belleville West. I know they record-wise they had a little bit of a down year last year, but it took us 2 come-from-behind wins in the 7th inning last year to beat them twice. So we have nothing but respect for them. We know they're going to be tough. We know their pitchers are going to be good. We know their hitters are going to give us tough at-bats. But I know our kids are going to be up for the game today.
Do you go into this time of the year when you know you're almost approaching the month of May and the seedings and the brackets and all that stuff are coming? Is it really important for you to try to get the wins to get a better seeding in the postseason?
It is to a certain point. I mean, you always want to avoid the play-in game. That's the big issue. Is you want to make sure that you're not like the 8 or 9 seed in a sectionals or whatever. Make sure you're not playing that play-in game. So you have to play that extra game. And you don't quite get the pitching matchups that you want in that, in round 2 if you survived round 2. So yeah, seeding definitely comes into play when we're playing a conference team, especially because we don't have that many opportunities to play against 4A schools around here. Our conference pretty much is or are the only 4A schools we get a chance to play against. So we do pay attention to that, and it does matter as far as seeding goes.
You guys have a very busy week coming up this week with the back-to-backs, kind of so to speak, against Belleville West, a doubleheader on Saturday, and then you're off to Busch Stadium on Sunday. So how do you approach this week? Is it go, 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 and no matter what happens, are you looking to pull guys back a little bit because of the busy week?
Oh no, this is baseball. Baseball's meant to be played every day, and our guys are ready for it. This is what we prepared all year for, is to get into the mode where we can play baseball every day. We've tried to implement our routine and our players' routines are supposed to get them through what this rigorous schedule. So this is what we play for, is to play every day.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Ryan Warnicki, your head coach for your Collinsville Kahoks. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, starting lineups will head your way. That and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're getting ready for a little baseball action between Collinsville and Belleville West. And here are your starting lineups. First for Belleville West, Joey Casina will lead off, and he will pitch for the Maroons today. We'll get into some numbers later. Batting in the 2-hole, Will Langston playing shortstop. Colin Shea is batting third, playing center field. J.B. Behrman is batting cleanup and playing third base. Connor Adams in left field, batting in the 5 spot. In the 6th hole is Logan Weaver. He plays first base. Kelly Price is in right field, batting in the 7th spot. Behind the plate is Ryan Loeffler. He will catch and bat 8th, and Ben Stedman will play second base, and he will bat 9th. We'll get to the Collinsville lineup as soon as we get to the bottom half of the first inning, as we are about ready to go here. And we welcome in Peyton Blaylock. How you doing, sir?
It's odd. I'm doing pretty good. Hello, Kahok country.
Peyton,
It's
of
been a
course,
little while.
yeah, used to be the owner of this here network, and now he's in the real estate business, and we're going to find a little bit more about him switching teams and some other things that Peyton has going on here in these next couple of innings before he has to get out of here, and then Josh Hartle will come in and take over the color commentary. Here is Casina bunting, and bunting foul on the first pitch of the game from Riker Kane. As far as Riker Kane is concerned, this is his 7th game on the mound. He has 4 starts. He's 1-1 on the year with 22 innings pitched, and he has an ERA of 2.82. 22 strikeouts to 15 walks for the lefty Kane. Here's the next to Langston, and that one hits the outside corner for a called strike one, and quickly it is 0-2. Or excuse me, that's not Langston, that's Joey Casina. And Casina, he comes into this contest batting something. If I can find my stats, as the shortstop Camden Fry comes up with it and takes care of the first out. I got so many pieces of paper here in front of me that I got confused as to where my hitting stats are for the Belleville West Maroons, and Casina came in batting .493. Now here is Will Langston. He'll bat second and play shortstop. Langston batting .365 on the year with 13 runs batted in. He does have one home run. He steps up there with the bases empty and one out. Looks at one outside. So no longer with Remax Alliance, are you there, Mr. Blaylock? You have switched teams, and tell us about who you're playing for now.
Yeah, so I'm with Keller Williams Realty in Edwardsville. Just because I changed teams does not mean, I'm just doing Edwardsville or anything like that. I'm servicing the entire Metro East. And I'm excited to say that I am serving the entire state of Missouri now, too. So, I'm with the Blaylock team, powered by Keller Williams, and we serve the entire St. Louis region now, which is pretty exciting.
So that's more traveling for you then, right?
Yeah, a little bit. We actually are hiring a couple of more agents now, so we actually have 3 total people underneath me that will be servicing the Missouri side. However, I'll be able to do, close friends and family and associates that are looking to go over to that side of the river, and some of the cool old buildings in St. Louis as well.
Kane pitches outside and low. It's a full count now to Will Langston. So you went out to California to make that all official, right?
Yeah, so the cool thing with that is I'm actually partnered with one of the top realtors in the entire country. His name's Tristan Ahumada. This guy is just pretty much in line with every single new real estate technology out there. So we're able to really brand ourselves as the most innovative team in the area.
So how did that all come about anyway?
I went to a conference and that he was actually putting on, and we just became talking about our area and how St. Louis is actually on the rise and one of the best real estate markets in the country, and just developed a great relationship with him and just decided to go ahead and partner up.
Here is Colin Shea as Riker Kane walks Will Langston, so a runner on first and one out. Shea comes in batting .467 on the year, on base percentage of .529, so he's on base more than 50% of the time that he steps up to the plate. 21 runs batted in, still looking for his first home run of the year, and I think we can wait until sometime next week for that to happen. There's a shot at shortstop. Up with it is Camden Fry over to second for one. Not going to have a return throw by Jake Holton over there at second base, but a nice job to get the lead runner on that play. 6-4 on the fielder's choice, and there are 2 outs. Up steps J.B. Behrman, the third baseman. Behrman batting .388 on the year, 12 runs batted in, and he's up there with 2 outs and a runner on at first. We will get to your other endeavor here in just a moment. Probably have to wait till next inning for that.
A lot of things going on.
Yeah. Here is a throw over to first base, and back in there is Colin Shea. Behrman, the third bagger, wears number 2 on his back for the Maroons, who have on their maroon jerseys and their gray road trousers as he looks at one. That hits the outside corner. 0-1. It's a nice day for some ball. No sunshine in the air or in the sky. Lots of clouds, a little overcast, but the temperature is very comfortable. As the next one kind of floats high for Behrman. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Shea leads from first. Here's the pitch. This one is outside, misses the corner this time. 2-1 the count. Connor Adams waits on deck. He plays left field for these Maroons, and we'll set the defense here for Collinsville after this next pitch by Kane. Here it is. It's a little bit low. 3-1. Noah Scrum is out in right field. Kyle Moore in center. TJ Williams in right field. Brent Mode is at third base. Camden Fry, who's already been tested a couple of times at short. Jake Holton is at second. Carson Richardson's at first. Riker Kane throwing to Spencer Vlasic. There's a strike and a throw down to second. Not in time. And in with a steal is Colin Shea. So a runner at second base and a full count to the Maroons' third baseman, J.B. Behrman. Here's the pitch from Kane. That one's a little low, so 2 walks in the inning. Put runners on at first and second base, and up steps Connor Adams, the left fielder. Connor Adams batting .304 on the year with 3 runs batted in. He wears number 10. Kahok's in their new unis, all white because they're at home. Purple sleeves, purple hats, purple socks. Numbers on the fronts and backs in purple, and the word Kahoks written across the fronts of their jerseys. Not much of a wind to speak of, so the wind won't be a factor in this game. There's another chance for Fry, and he tosses over to second base, and Fry handled all of the outs here in this top of the first inning. We head to the home half of the first, no score.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
And we welcome you back to Fletcher Field here in Woodland Park as Collinsville will take a turn at the bat here for the first time. They'll lead things off with Noah Scrum. He'll play left field, batting second. Jake Holton, he'll be batting second and playing second. TJ Williams bats third, plays right field. In the cleanup spot, Carson Richardson will be holding down responsibilities at first base. Sam Phelps bats in the 5-hole. He plays the DH today in place of Riker Kane. Spencer Vlasic is behind the plate, batting in the 6th spot. Camden Fry batting 7th and playing shortstop. Brant Mode plays third base and bats 8th. And center fielder Kyle Moore rounds out the starting 9 for your Collinsville Kahawks. So you have something else going on there, Mr. Blaylock. What is it?
Yeah, so it's called the Metro East Spotlight. It's a Facebook page. You know, I kind of figured since I have to be a community expert with real estate, why not go ahead and show that off and just go around highlighting local business owners, restaurant owners, community leaders, high school coaches, just spotlight the people in our community that are making it a better place. And that's going to be the entire Metro East, so not just Collinsville. We're going to release an interview once a week, short, 4 to 5 minute videos, just so that you can get to know the people around your area that are making things happen.
Noah Scrum leads things off here for Collinsville in the home half of the first. Scrum batting .420 on the year, a .508 on base percentage, so he's getting on base half the time he comes to the plate as well. And he will be looking at a ball in the dirt. The first offering by Joey Casina, and here's a look at Casina. He is in his 6th game. This is his 6th start. He's got a complete game under his belt with a 2-1 record, 26 innings, 2.39 earned run average, and Scrum hits one right back to the aforementioned Casina, and quickly there is one away. And for Casina also, 25 strikeouts to 14 walks on the year. So he's having a pretty good year on the mound thus far. Battle of left-handers here in this game, Kane and Casina. Next up is Jake Holton, the second baseman. Looks at one a little bit high and outside. Holton comes in batting .339 with 5 runs batted in. And he looks at the next one outside. Ball 2, 2-0. No score. We're early on. Bottom of the first inning. Here's the next to Holton. Swinging a high fly ball. This one is going to give Kelly Price all he can handle out there. It's up against the wall after Price missed it. And into second base with a stand-up, one-out double is going to be Jake Holton as he pulls down the first hit of this ball game. So Holton down at second base. TJ Williams with an opportunity to bring him home. Williams batting .340 on the year with 18 runs batted in, including a couple of long balls. One of those was a grand slam in the first doubleheader of the year out in Clinton County against Breeze. And what did I just miss? Well, apparently Jake Holton missed first. Belleville West appealed, and they called Jake Holton out. So we go from a runner in scoring position to TJ Williams to nothing. I don't even know how to score that. Well, that becomes out number 2, so Williams up there batting with no one on and 2 outs. Next pitch to TJ is in the dirt, 3-1. Next one on the way from Casina. That one just misses the outside corner, and we do have a base runner now. TJ Williams is the first walk recipient from the arm of Joey Casina. That'll bring up Carson Richardson. Richardson on the year, batting 167. Richardson hasn't played that much on the varsity level. This is just his 15th plate appearance. And if you count the walks, this is actually his 13th at bat. Williams has a lead from first. Casina checks on him, throws into Richardson high. Ball 1, 1-0. Sam Phelps waits on deck if Richardson can keep it going here. Big time room out in right center field as they play the Kahok first baseman to pull. Swinging a foul ball over our heads. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the first. No score. Maroons stranded a couple of runners in their half of the first. Collinsville trying to move TJ Williams around the base paths here. And there's a swing and a miss by Richardson. And he finds himself in a 1-2 hole. Casina from the stretch checks on Williams. Brings it home. That's called strike 3. Richardson gets caught looking, and that is the way that the inning comes to a close. 1 strikeout in the inning. There was a hit, but that runner was out after missing first base. 1 runner left on. We head to the top of the second inning, and we still have no score.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Back here at Fletcher Field, we move to the top of the second inning. Peyton Blaylock is going to join us for another half an inning, and then he's got to go show some properties, right?
Yep, got to go show properties all around Collinsville, Maryville, and Glen Carbon. So
Awesome.
It's all over the place.
Tell us a little bit about that page again on Facebook. What's it called?
So it's called the Metro East Spotlight. Get on Facebook, check it out. Still kind of in the launching phase right now, but we did just wrap up our first video interview with the owner of Wang Gang in Edwardsville.
Well, that's cool.
Really cool interview. The guy's a really interesting guy, has some really great ideas. And, again, just kind of with that theme of being a community leader.
Logan Weaver leads off with a base hit for the Maroons, and that brings up Kelly Price, the right fielder. And for Price on the year, he comes in batting .294 with 1 run batted in. And the first pitch to him is a swing and a foul ball out of play. So you're kind of like picking up where maybe, let's not name the local newspaper left off because their news is like 1 day old now. And really, I know a lot of people that aren't buying that anymore. And
not a ton of people.
And I feel the same way with sports. There's just nothing around now locally that is going to give you an opportunity to spotlight individual sports performance or an individual business owner. So you got yours going on, I got mine going on. We're going to pick up where they left off.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we're not going to be covering breaking news or anything like that.
Right.
But it's just, like I said, highlighting our community, showing what's out there. You getting to know the people around the community, and say a new restaurant opens up, we'll do a quick review of it within probably that week, and then we'll also cover like local events too that people care about.
So does that mean you get like to go into these new restaurants and say, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm going to check out your food, and they're going to pay your bill, right?
I wouldn't lie to you. I definitely hope that's going to be the case.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Kelly Price. Yeah, man, tag me along. I'm up. Sign me up.
Yeah, this whole thing's a ploy to get free food.
Yeah, that's it. Free food and free ink pens.
Well, hopefully the next interview will be with my good buddy Kenny Sloan over at Sloan's.
Oh, yeah. Those Sloans, they're one of our advertisers and been showing some playoff games on the big screens there when folks can't make it out to the game. So, yeah, that's kind of a nice arrangement. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I probably won't make him give me free food.
Yeah. No, their food is pretty good anyway.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had a chance to check out the new place over at the Herald building?
Yes.
I have not had
really
a chance yet.
Too. That's definitely on the schedule of places to highlight.
Well, they opened up a little bit late for me to go bother them for advertising, so that's going to be one of my first stops in August.
I think I was there probably 3 or 4 times the first 2 weeks that it opened up, with a bunch of people just wanting to have, and I say this with air quotes, business meetings.
Right.
Yeah.
Here is Ryan Loeffler, the catcher, after a strikeout of Kelly Price. 1 out in the inning, runner on at first, and the pitch to him is high. So when can we really start seeing some meat and potatoes of this new site?
So we should have the first interview up and running probably by Friday this week.
Okay.
I got to do a little bit of editing left. Like I said, it's not, obviously it's not my full-time job. So
right.
It's kind of whenever I can. But yeah, I mean, it's all wrapped up with Ryan O'Day from Wangang. And we'll see what the response is.
And you just recently got a new daughter as well, so.
I did.
Man, and how old is she already?
Oh, my gosh. She's 8 months old already.
Man, I'm telling you what. I just shared one of those Facebook memories, man, where my daughter was in 3rd grade. Now she's in 9th.
Yeah,
I'm like, where in the world did the time go?
Considering she used to hang around
when
we first got this all up and running.
I know.
And she was little.
She was all little then, and now she's like, I'm a teenager, and I don't want to be around you adults anymore. Here's a high fly ball to center field. Making the catch is Kyle Moore, and there are 2 away. Yeah, things changed when she turned 12, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like I was just talking to Josh Hartle over here about his son Garrett, and I can remember him as a 4th or 5th grader, and now he's on this baseball team as a senior.
I know, it's crazy. My daughter's already bugging me to go out and get her learner's permit so she can start learning how to drive.
That's
I'm like,
scary.
I'm not there yet, man. I'm not there yet. Here's 2 outs in the inning, runner at first, and a high and outside pitch to Ben Stedman, the second baseman. He's the number 9 hitter in the order here for Belleville West. And for Stedman, he comes in batting .318 with 7 runs batted in. Kane looks and brings it home, and there's another chance in center field for Kyle Moore. He's underneath it, and he has it. Well, we'll let you get out of here, sir.
Sounds good.
Thanks for stopping in for the visit. Good luck to you along the way, and, of course, always keep us in mind.
Oh, will do. I'll definitely be back.
All right. Peyton Blaylock there, everybody, with Keller Williams Marquee Real Estate and Metro East Spotlight. Look for that Facebook page to be coming. Well, it's already on there. All you got to do is go check it out, and he'll have some stuff on there Friday for you to check out. We are going to the home half of the 2nd inning, and between Collinsville and Belleville West, still no score.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Back here at Woodland Park, Todd Duke and Josh Hartle along with you. Josh will be with us here in just a little bit. Gave him a couple innings off. Now he's hanging out talking to Peyton. And here in this bottom of the 2nd inning, it'll be the middle of the order here for Collinsville. Sam Phelps, the DH, followed by Spencer Vlasic and Camden Fry, if anyone can get on. Brant Mode, the number 8 man in the order, will have a chance to bat. Girls softball team playing over on the other side of Collinsville. As soon as we have any information to pass along to you on that game, of course, you know we will. They're playing Edwardsville. And here is Sam Phelps. Phelps batting .394 on the year. First pitch from Casino, way high and outside. Looks like the Blues are going to be playing Thursday and Saturday. That seems to be the indication that the NHL has given the Blues. So game one looks to be Thursday. No times yet, as the next pitch misses to Phelps, and so does this one. So 3-0. And right now in the top of the second inning, Collinsville leading the Edwardsville Lady Tigers in the softball game 3-0. That would be newsworthy right there in itself. A walk to Phelps to start off the inning. 2 walks now issued by Joey Casina, and that'll bring up Spencer Vlasic, the catcher here for Collinsville. Vlasic batting .243 on the year. 5 runs batted in with 1 home run. His second home run of the year would be really nice right about now. Casina's ready. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike. Camden Fry waits on deck. Runner at first base, Sam Phelps. He has his lead. Casina from the belt. Checks and kicks and pitches, and there's a shot out to the outfield. That one's going to drop right in front of Connor Adams out there in right field, and a walk and a base hit has put runners on at first and second here for the Kahawks. Their second hit of the afternoon. That will bring up Camden Fry. Fry batting .222 on the year with a couple of runs batted in. Can't remember if I set the defense for the Maroons or not, so we'll do that after this first pitch here to Camden Fry from Joey Casina. Outside and high, bluff the bunt. There's a throw down to second base. That one was almost heading toward the outfield. Nice job there by Langston over at short to come pick that one up before it does. Connor Adams is in right. Colin Shea is in center. Kelly Price is in, Adams is in left. Price is in right. My wrong, military right. Behrman over at third, Langston at short, Ben Stedman at second base, Logan Weaver's on at first, Joey Casina on the mound, pitching to Ryan Luffler. Here's the next pitch. This is a bunt attempt by Fry, and he bunts it back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Busy week coming up here for the Kahok baseball team. They have a game today against Belleville West, and Thursday at Belleville West. Doubleheader Saturday, which we'll be here for. And then the game Sunday at Busch Stadium. Next one misses to Camden Fry. A couple years ago, I did a game at Busch Stadium for the Kahawks, and I said I would never do it again. Sorry, but I know that's a real neat thing for the kids, but for the adults, it is a super long day, and especially for yours truly here. Tell you about how that game went. 2-2 pitch on the way, and swinging a foul ball. Yeah, we got there like real early in the morning. This was for, I believe, a 1 o'clock in the afternoon game for the Cardinals and Cubs a couple of years ago. Got there like 9 o'clock in the morning, and had to hurry up and wait. As another 2-2 pitch is coming to Fry. He lays off of it. It stays high, and the appeal is no swing. So a full count now to Camden Fry. Then about the 7th inning, they tell you to go down into the underbelly of Busch Stadium and wait till the game ends. So you miss the final 3 innings of the game. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Then you come out, and here I was thinking I was going to get to go up to the real press box and get to sit where my idol Jack Buck used to sit, and Mike Shannon and all the guys. But no, they give you a little concrete slab right behind home plate for you to set up in. And there's a shot. That's a base hit right through the left side, but Fry is only going to advance the runners 1 base as Phelps goes over to third. Vlasic down to second. Camden Fry on at first. Back-to-back base hits here by Collinsville has loaded the bases for Brant Mode. Mode, third baseman. Coming in batting .294, 5 runs batted in. He's got an opportunity to maybe bring home a couple here. Bases full of Kahawks. Casina's ready. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. Yeah, so after that, and that was on Mother's Day, too. So after that day, I decided that I wasn't going to do the Busch Stadium thing again. So I apologize for those of you that would like to have me out there doing that game. I just, man. On a Sunday, the only day I don't have anything to do. So Mode in an 0-2 hole. Here's the 0-2, swinging a foul ball out of play. That'll keep the Kahok third baseman up. As Kyle Moore, the number 9 man in the Collinsville batting order, waits on deck. Cosina checks into Loeffler and does not like the sign, so he'll step off and we'll go through him again. Mode swings and, oh, that was a nice snag by the shortstop Langston, and he catches Spencer Vlasic off the bag for a double play. So quickly, we go from bases loaded, nobody out, to 2 outs and runners on the corners for Kyle Moore. Moore batting .257 on the year. Here's the first pitch. It almost hit him. Goes back to the screen. Fry going to try to score from third, and he will. Ryan Loeffler had a hard time getting that ball into his throwing hand. He dropped it and then tried to pick it up again. By then, Sam Phelps comes home. Collinsville leads 1-0. Wild pitch scores a run. Down to second base goes Camden Fry. And it's 1-0 to Kyle Moore. Swing and a chance for the second baseman. And he throws over in time to get Moore. And the inning comes to a close, but not before. Collinsville does push 1 run across off of 2 base hits. There were no errors committed, and there was 1 base runner left on. We head now to the 3rd inning, and by virtue of a wild pitch, Collinsville leads this one by a score of 1-0.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
Let's also thank Pace Design and Construction in Maryville, where they're building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality. They are dedicated to their customers and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466 or online at pacedesignconstruct.com. Well, we lead off the top of the 3rd with the leadoff batter for the Maroons. That is the pitcher Joey Casino, who grounded out to Camden Fry at shortstop, his first time up. Collinsville leading 1-0. Last year, Collinsville won both the home and away games. The year before that, Belleville West won both the home and away games. Here's a fly ball out to T.J. Williams in right field, and he is underneath it and has it for out number 1. And that'll bring up Will Langston, who walked and then was forced out at second base on a play by Camden Fry. Fry made all three putouts in that inning. Matter of fact, everything that was hit in that inning was hit to Camden Fry, and he gobbled all of them up. Pitch to Langston is a ball. Langston, as we know, has a good eye. Walked the last time he was up to the plate. We're in the top of the 3rd. Collinsville leads 1-0. This one hits the outside corner. 1-1. Riker Kane ready with the next outside. It was a beautiful weekend. Hope everybody had a great Easter. Nice and sunny, but a little chilly on Saturday. We were up here for the Easter egg hunt Saturday morning with the grandkids and had a blast. And then that gave way to a fantastic Sunday. Nice and sunny. Temperatures right around 80. A little warm for this time of year, but that was nice. I've had the windows open for about 5 days now. Always nice not to run the heat or the air conditioning. 2-1 the count to Will Lankson, and he swings and fouls one out of play. That'll even things up at 2-2. Of course, then Saturday night, everybody got to enjoy a big Blues clinching win over the Winnipeg Jets. Move on to the next round. Dallas handled Nashville last night in overtime, so it'll be your Blues and the Dallas Stars hooking up apparently Thursday for game number 1. As the Blues now have home ice advantage in this round. Matter of fact, if Vegas somehow beats San Jose tonight in their game 7, the Blues will have home ice advantage for the rest of the playoffs. Comebacker to Kane is handled with ease. And quickly there are 2 away for Colin Shea. Shea reached on the fielder's choice. Ground ball to Camden Fry. Fry and Holton unable to turn the double play, so Shea reached on the fielder's choice. No one on, 2 outs. Top of the third, swinging a high fly ball will send Noah Scrum back to the wall, to the warning track, and at the warning track, he hauls it in for the out. Colin Shea gave that one a ride, but it turns into out number 3. We head now to the home half of the third inning, and your Kahawks still lead by a score of 1-0.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com.
Let's also thank Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC. That number is 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Bottom of the third is where we are. Collinsville with a 1-0 lead, and just like the top of the third saw the Maroons lead off with the top of the order, Kahawks get to do the same thing here in their half of the third. Noah Scrum will lead things off. He grounded back to the pitcher Casina, his first time up. So it'll be Scrum, Holton, and Williams, if anyone can get on. Carson Richardson will have a chance to bat here for your Kahawks. Casina looks in. Scrum swings right through it. You know that man at the plate right now, Noah Scrum, is happy the Blues continued into the next round. He's a big hockey fan, Noah is, as he swings through the next offering as well so quickly. Noah Scrum, who will move on to play some college hockey at McKendree, is in an 0-2 hole here on the baseball diamond. Casina brings the next home. And down on 3 straight swings and misses is Noah Scrum. That's the way the bottom of the third begins. Here is Jake Holton. Holton doubled his first time up. High fly ball out to the base of the fence out in right center field. 360 out there. 310 down the first baseline. 312 on the opposite side of the field down the third baseline. And there's Holton with a grounder to second. And Stedman throws over to Weaver for out number 2. I like fast-moving games. TJ Williams will come up with the bases empty. Holton, of course, hit that double and missed first base apparently and was called out on the appeal. So for the second at bat, Williams comes up with no base runners on in front of him. And he'll slam one over to the shortstop. Long throw in the dirt, not in time. Good play over there by Langston to stop that ball, but he was so far deep in the hole, there was probably no way he was going to get the speedy Williams flying down the first baseline. So Williams picks up the Kahawks' 4th hit on the afternoon. And it's up to Carson Richardson to keep this inning going. Richardson got caught looking at a called third strike in his first plate appearance. And a balk is going to be called as Williams was getting ready to take off to steal. That caused the pitcher to step off in mid-motion. That's a balk, and down to second base is Williams. After 2 innings over at the softball complex, Collinsville leading Edwardsville 3-0. Boy, that would be a major upset there. I can't remember the last time that Collinsville has beaten Edwardsville in softball. It's been a while. I do know that. I have it somewhere written down because I had a game that I was going to do that got rained out right when we were on the air doing the pregame show. That's when the skies opened up. 2-0 the count. And a high fly ball for Carson Richardson. Back at the track and at the wall and up against the fence. Kelly Price hauls it in. And Carson Richardson was probably about 2 feet away from picking up a 2-run home run and extending Collinsville's lead. But the inning comes to a close. Kahawks leave a runner at second base. They collected 1 more base hit in the inning, but we head to the top of the 4th, and the score remains the same, 1-0.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. To create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Back at Woodland Park, Fletcher Field is where we are, 1-0, as we head to the top of the 4th inning. And we almost had a little bit of a bigger lead than 1-0. Carson Richardson gave that ball a ride and all the way out to up against the fence out there in right field, but it was caught. Score remains 1-0. My name's Todd Duke. Somewhere around here is Josh Hartle. I have no idea where he went. Riker Kane ready to go to work. Here is J.B. Behrman leading off, and a swing and a foul back toward his dugout, and it'll be Behrman, Adams, and Weaver here in the 4th inning. Behrman walked and was stranded in the 1st inning. The Maroons left 2 on base that inning. Next pitch, swing and a chance for the third baseman. Brant Mode has it go right past his glove and down the third baseline. Noah Scrum digs it out of the corner and brings it back in, but it's a stand-up double for J.B. Behrman. That's the 2nd hit of the afternoon for the Maroons. And that'll bring up Connor Adams, the left fielder, who reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. So the tying run down at second base here for the Maroons. I was doing my homework for this game. Find it really kind of rare to believe that these two teams have not met in the playoffs in over 20 years. Most of your teams in the Southwestern Conference, sometime over the last 20 years, you've met once or twice in the playoffs, but not these two teams. Long foul ball off the bat of Connor Adams puts him in an 0-1 hole. Runner at second. Kane checks on him and brings it home. That one hits the inside corner. Called strike 2, 0-2. No one out. Runner at second base. Behrman leading off with a double. Weaver waits on deck. Kane checks on his runner. Checks him again, and checks him so much that Connor Adams called timeout at home plate. If this was a major league game, he'd be like, why'd you call time, man? Pace of the game and everything. It's baseball, man. Swinging a high fly ball out to center field. This one's going to be trouble for Kyle Moore. Back he goes. That's off the base of the wall. We are going to be tied. Back-to-back doubles by both J.B. Behrman and Connor Adams have knotted us up at 1 apiece. All right, man. So back-to-back doubles has tied things up. Here is Logan Weaver, singled to lead off the second and was stranded. Next pitch from Kane. That one hits the outside corner. That was a 0-2 pitch that Connor Adams almost hit out of here to straightaway center field, deepest part of this park, about 385. Kane outside. Needs to worry less about the runner and more about the pitcher, or the batter, excuse me. Ready with the next is Kane. Swinging a shot right through the 5-hole. Oh, what a nice stop by Jake Holton, but he can't do anything with it. He probably saved a run. Jake Holton came from that second base position and just dove right over the bag and snagged that ball before it had a chance to go into the outfield. But back-to-back base hits have put runners on first and third with nobody down for Kelly Price, who made a catch of his own out there up against the wall off of Carson Richardson in the last inning. So Kane in a little bit of trouble here. Here's a swing and a foul ball. This one's going to head out of play and out into the street. Runners on first and third. Behrman led off with a double. Adams followed with a double to chase Behrman home. And then Weaver with a single. And Jake Holton play at second base probably saved the go-ahead run. Here's the next pitch, and a little floater out to second base. Holton's all over that one. And we have one out in the inning. A little pop-up. That'll bring up Ryan Loeffler, the catcher, who flew out to Kyle Moore in center field. Matter of fact, Loeffler and Stedman, the man on deck, both flew out to Moore in center field in their at-bats. Here's the pitch, swinging a high fly ball. This one is going to go out of play. Josh Hartle joins us now. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. How are you?
Not too bad. Just handling some work stuff here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It happens.
How was your Easter?
It was good.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. I got another phone call.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. First and third, one out. Here's the pitch outside to Ryan Loeffler. To get him out or see if he can help us out by hitting into a double play. Get us out of this inning and keep it tied. Here's the pitch, inside and low. Ball 2-2-1. Weaver at first, Adams at third. One out, 1-1 game. Here's the pitch. That's a called strike. Excuse me. Wow. That was almost a speak and a burp at the same time. I don't even know how I did that.
The human body's miraculous.
I know, isn't it? Makes funny noises, too. 2-2 pitch is outside, 3-2, and Kane needs to settle down or he's going to end up walking the bases loaded here.
He's been outstanding in his other varsity starts, too.
He was, up until this point, pretty impressive. Here's the next. Ooh. That one stayed a little high. Bases are loaded.
That was a very borderline pitch. I could have went either way.
Third walk issued by Kane. That'll put runners all over the base paths. Loeffler's at first. Weaver's at second. Adams is at third. And Ben Stedman steps to the plate. As we mentioned, He flew out to Kyle Moore his first time up. Kane with the bases full of Maroons. Pitches. That one hits the inside corner as Kane goes back to the regular windup with the bases loaded instead of pitching from the stretch. And he's ready with the 0-1. Here it is. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Strikeout would be huge here. That means you don't need the double play.
Yeah, I think Riker will take any kind of out he can get right here.
And when you get in one of those precarious positions where you're allowing a lot of base runners, you're right. You will take any out any way you can get it. Here's a fly ball. This one's going to go down the line. TJ Williams is there. He'll have it for the catch. And the runner will come in from third. He caught that ball just in fair territory as Connor Adams comes home to score to make it a 2-1 game in favor of the Maroons. Nice job by TJ Williams to even get over there.
He had a really good jump, read the ball right off the bat, able to make that catch. Got it in on the infield, too, rather quickly.
So 2-1 in favor of the Maroons. And Joey Casina coming up to the plate. Armand Milton will come in and do a little running. He'll take the place of Loeffler, add a little bit more speed. Weaver's on at third, so still runners at first and third here. 2 outs for the Maroons. Kane will throw over and try to test out the new courtesy runner. Milton. Ready with the next. There's a high fly ball. Out is Kyle Moore at the warning track. He hauls it in. Boy, I'm telling you what, we've had some long hit balls here today. All of them thus far has stayed in the park, but man, they are testing the dimensions of this ballpark here as that inning comes to a close in which Belleville scores a couple of runs and they take the lead. We're back with the home half of the fourth as the Maroons jumped out to a 2-1 lead over your Kahawks.
Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, weshipstlouis.com or call 346-4884.
Let's thank the city of Collinsville. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and if you'd like to know anything going on in the city as far as events go, head to Facebook, click on the events tab. It'll tell you all about it. Spring Farm Day is coming up on May the 4th. That is an annual Spring Farm Day celebration. They'll usher in the return of spring country style. They'll have hayride, games, food, music, and crafts and vendors. And then on the 26th of May, the Memorial Day block party and fireworks celebration will be taking place. And then in June, the Movies in Maine return. On June 15th, Mary Poppins Returns will be the featured movie. Then on the 22nd, Hotel Transylvania 3 will be shown in downtown Collinsville. More information can be found online, www.collinsville.org. Bottom of the fourth, Collinsville now trailing by a score of 2-1. Maroons scoring 2 runs in their half of the fourth on 3 hits. They left a couple more base runners on. They've left 5 base runners on now in this game as the Kahawks come to bat here in their home half of the fourth. Middle of the order, Sam Phelps, Spencer Vlasic, and Camden Fry to face Joey Casina. Here's the first pitch and a little pop fly out to second base. Stedman handles that with ease. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Quick work there to get the first batter there in 1 pitch.
Hate it when that happens. I'm going to make him work a little bit. When I played ball, even softball, I never swung at the first pitch. Never. I don't care if it was a meatball right down the middle. I never swung at the first pitch.
Yeah, it always depends on, where you are in the game and everything. But typically, even into the 4th inning here, you got a guy who's gone 4 innings. The more pitches he throws, the closer you are to having him, off the mound and get somebody else in there.
And he misses with the first two. And a high fly ball by, he dropped it. Connor Adams dropped the pop fly by Spencer Vlasic. And that will be the first error of this game, as Vlasic reaches on the dropped fly ball by Connor Adams.
Yeah, routine fly ball, hit him in the palm, and just out it came.
You see that every once in a while, but not that often. And every time you do, you're shocked. How do you miss? How do you do that? What?
Yeah, even at the high school level, a ball like that is typically caught.
Here is Camden Fry. So he's up with a runner on first and one out. Fry singled his first time up. He was stranded down at second base. Runner goes, swinging a high fly ball. Center fielder Colin Shea is circling underneath it in left center field, and he has it for the out as Spencer Vlasic scrambles back to first base. 2 away. So it's up to Brant Mode. Brant, his first time up, lined out to Will Langston with the bases loaded. Or no, runners at first and third, excuse me. If that one would have got over Langston's head, Collinsville would have had an extra run and we'd be tied at 2 instead. A snow cone catch by Langston. There's the runner going. Throw is not in time. And Spencer Vlasic is in with a stolen base.
It was a little closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, me too. I actually said he was in there safely before I think the ball even got there. Here's Mode now. He looks at one outside. Nice job moving over to his left for Loeffler. Keep that one from going back to the screen. 1-1. 2 outs, runner at second. That represents the tying run. Swing and a miss by Brant Mode with the number 9 man in the order, Kyle Moore, waiting on deck. Casina from the stretch, checks on his runner, brings it home, and a no-go. I think that was not more. That did not look like a swing. That looked like an excuse me, I'm trying to get out of the way from being hit by this ball.
Yeah, that ball ran in on him a little bit and just kind of trying to spin out of the way there, but the bat looks like it coming out of the zone there.
Well, Vlasic was already off and running down to third base, and then the ball skips by Loeffler, so Vlasic gets in there with another stolen base. And the tying run just 90 feet away, and a miss. I don't know if they was called that one or if that was a swing and a miss. At any rate, it's a strikeout and becomes the third out of the inning as Brant Mode goes down. Collinsville strands a runner over at third base. We head to the top of the 5th inning, and the Maroons still up by a score of 2-1.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Todd Duke, Josh Hartle back with you from Woodland Park here at Fletcher Field. 2-1 in favor of the Belleville West Maroons as we have made it to the 5th inning. And leading things off will be Will Langston. Langston is 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out. Looks at the first one on the outside corner. Called. Strike 1.
Yeah, Riker's able to get out of that bases loaded jam by only allowing one more run. So solid effort from him last inning.
Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. We are in the bottom of the 4th over at the softball complex. Collinsville still leading Edwardsville by a score of 3-0. It's been a long time since the Lady Kahok softball team has beaten the Edwardsville Lady Tigers, so we hope that that score stays or we can add on to it, bring home that victory. We have softball action for you this Thursday. And then back here Saturday for a little doubleheader, split doubleheader action. That'll be fun.
Everybody loves a doubleheader.
Yeah. Split. There's going to be 3 games here. Collinsville will have the first game and the last game. And then I believe Centralia and Salem will have the middle game.
That's correct. Nice little round robin weekend, you know.
Full count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little slap down the third base side. That's going to fall in. Scrum gets it after a couple of bounces. And we'll throw it in, but a leadoff hit by Will Langston gives the Belleville West Maroons another opportunity here. That is the 4th hit of the afternoon for the Maroons. And it'll bring up Colin Shea, who is 0 for 2 on the afternoon.
With a lineup like Belleville's got right now, that's a pretty great job that Rikers Kane done today.
Yeah, they came into this contest 14-3. 2 of their 3 losses have been to Southwestern Conference teams. Their other loss was to Triad. Here's a nope, not going to be a throw. I think that Vlasic had a hard time getting that one out of his glove.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly the best pitch to handle there.
Stolen base for Langston. That's his first on the afternoon, second as a team for the Maroons, as the next pitch is high and outside to Colin Shea. We're in the 5th. This game's moving along kind of quick.
Yeah, these close, ball games tend to scoot by, and the next thing you know, you looked up and it's the 5th inning.
Next pitch, swinging a high fly ball. That one is going to be in foul territory, but is it going to stay in? Nope, it's going to hit just on this side of the screen.
About another foot, and Vlasic makes a catch
Yep.
there.
Just hit the top of the screen on this side. Vlasic was there, and he was ready. 2-1 the count to Colin Shea.
Well, if the wind was blowing like it was last week, it would have blown it right back in play.
Yeah, I know. Even Saturday it was windy.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Good job by Riker to come back and even up the count here.
Next one on the way. That one's in the dirt. Full count.
Like to see Riker shorten up these counts a little bit, allow him to go a little deeper in the game here.
Nobody down. Runner at second base. 3-2 pitch. We'll have to wait a minute. Colin Shea steps out just as Riker Kane stepped off the mound. Runner at second base is Will Langston. Here's the pitch. That misses.
Ooh. He's not missing by much.
4th walk issued by Kane this afternoon. He only has 1 strikeout. We have runners on at first and second, and Coach Warnicki will like to take a timeout and talk things over. Well, let's thank my buddy Peyton Blaylock, who was just up here talking about his new gig with Keller Williams Marquee. If you're looking to buy a new home or sell your current one, you can trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams with all of your real estate needs. If you buy or sell with the Blaylocks, as you heard him say, they will donate $200 to your favorite Kahok Booster Club. Call Peyton or Emily Blaylock today, 618-780-4622, or you can visit them online, www.blaylockteam.com. And as I mentioned, we have softball for you. On Thursday, girls are trying to take care of business against Edwardsville. Right now, we will be over there Thursday for a game against Belleville East. Then we have the split doubleheader on Saturday. Highland is the opponent in game 1 at 9 a.m., and then Salem provides the opposition at 1 p.m. in game 2. I had another doubleheader scheduled for the girls softball team in Roxana at the end of May, and I just found out today that they pared that one down to 1 game. So I'll have a little bit more free time on that Saturday. I like free times on Saturdays. And the next batter is J.B. Behrman. Behrman has walked, and he doubled and came around to score in that 2-run 4th inning. So officially 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Runners on first and second. Timeout called by the home plate umpire as a balk was called. So we've had a balk on each side today.
I'm not sure Coach Warnicki agrees with this. He's going to come out and talk to the umpire.
I heard him say what happened there, or somebody said that.
No, I didn't see anything unusual.
And now Kane also wants to talk to the fielding umpire, and the fielding umpire, by his motion, said that he moved his upper torso 2 different ways before he pitched, and I guess that's a fake move to home.
Well, it's interesting that the second base umpire can read the mind of the home plate umpire because they didn't even talk about it.
Nope.
He's just up there guessing. And now,
outside and low.
Now we can't buy a strike, it seems like.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that also takes the force play out as first base is open. And with nobody down, you're not thinking about walking him just to keep the force play in, that's for sure. But we're getting precariously close to that. But that one hits the inside corner, so 2-1 as Collinsville has action down in the bullpen.
Brady Schiller.
Brady Schiller swinging a foul ball out of play.
Yeah, the strike zone seems like it's shifted inside. That last called strike was about 4 inches inside.
I don't have the new roster with the new numbers still.
Yeah, these are the alternate jerseys. So
yes.
some of the boys are wearing a little bit different number.
Swinging a chance for the shortstop. Oh, jumped right over the glove. Took a bad hop and jumped right over the glove of Camden Fry. Both runners will come in to score, and the Maroons are out front now by a score of 4-1. That's just a bad hop there.
Yeah, not really anything Fry could have done there. Ball was up the middle, but he had plenty of time to get there and just hopped right over the glove.
Yeah, he was there. Just hit something on the dirt and just took a bad hop on him. So Behrman's over at first base. Still nobody out, and it's 4-1 in favor of the Maroons as Connor Adams skies one out of play. Adams doubled and scored his last time up as well. Also knocked in Behrman back-to-back doubles to open up that 4th inning for the Maroons. Time called. Well, looking for our first out. Maybe we can get 2 here with 1 swing of the bat. Connor Adams swings and skies one. Out to T.J. Williams. Williams comes in about 10 steps. He makes the catch, and back over to first base is Behrman, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up Logan Weaver. Weaver 2 for 2 here this afternoon with 2 base hits to his credit. He's stranded both times. He was stranded at first base back in the 2nd, made it all the way around to third base back in the 4th before he was stranded. He has a runner on at first and 1 out.
I'd like to see Riker get a ground ball here and get out of this inning.
That would be nice. Riker instead steps off. Kane from the stretch. The lefty checks, kicks, and pitches. That one is a called strike on the outside corner.
A little late call, but I was a little worried.
I was too. I was ready to call it a strike.
Me too.
Next pitch inside. Ball 1, 1-1. Maroons typically a very good baseball team, 14-3 this year. Swinging a shot out to Noah Scrum. He's not going to get there. He dives, and the ball ends up going behind him. Making his way over to third base is going to be Behrman, and down to second base is Logan Weaver.
Yeah, Yeah, good effort by Scrum. He's about a foot or two short of, coming up with that one. But in a game like this where, you're down a couple runs and struggling to find an out, you got to do everything you can to try and help your pitcher out.
7th hit on the afternoon now for the Maroons to go along with their 4 runs. And they have more runners in scoring position now. For Price, and Price hits it to Fry. Fry has a hard time getting it out of his glove. Throws over to first for the out. Barely.
Yeah, almost ran it all the way over there.
Yeah. Coming around to score is Behrman. Making it over to third on the play is Weaver. Out number 2. And here is Ryan Loeffler, the catcher. First pitch from Kane. Up high. Loeffler walked his last time up. That was last inning. He was stranded. His first at bat came in the second, and he flew out to Kyle Moore in center field. Swinging a high fly ball. This one is going to go out of play into the, what hole is that over there for the Frisbee golfers? Hole 7?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Sounds good.
1-1 the count. 2 outs. Here's the next pitch. Up high.
Two strikes.
Next pitch up high. Full count to Ryan Loeffler. 2 outs. Be nice to get this out right here and leave that runner stranded at third base. Kane ready, outside. 5th walk given up on the afternoon by Riker Kane. That'll put runners at the corners for Ben Stedman. As Vlasic wants to go out and talk things over with his pitcher. And once again, Armand Milton will come in and run the bases for Loeffler, the catcher. So he can go back and get his gear on, get ready for the next half inning. Kane, the lefty looks in, has his sign. Looks over at first, brings it home. That one.
I'm not really sure where it missed.
I was ready to call it a strike on the outside corner.
It was a beauty.
Instead, ball 1. Next delivery on the way. Outside, ball 2. Riker Kane may be having a little arm fatigue out there. Runner goes. Here's the pitch. It's high. No throw. We'll call that catcher's indifference. Didn't want to throw down to first or second and have the runner come in from third. But runner's at second and third. And Stedman up there with a count in his favor at 3-0. And there's a strike. Stedman was taking all the way. Kane ready with the next. Oh, that's a called strike on the inside corner. I think that one made up for the missed one on the outside corner.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's tried to go down to first on 2 straight
I know.
strikes. So.
The umpires don't like that, do they?
No, not much.
Not much. Payoff pitch coming from Kane to Stedman. Here it is, outside, way outside. That one just left Kane's hand wrong.
Yeah. He's starting to run out of gas a little bit here.
He is.
Coach Warnicki.
6 walks, back-to-back walks. And 3 walks in this inning to go along with 3 base hits, including one of those being a double, and that might do it for Riker Kane. We'll see if Coach Warnicki reaches for the ball. He does. There will be a pitching change. We will take a timeout, and we'll tell you all about the pitching change here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200.
Todd Duke, Josh Hartle back with you from Woodland Park, Fletcher Field, as Brady Schiller will take over the pitching duties here for Riker Kane. And for Brady Schiller, this is his 9th appearance. He started 2 games earlier in this year. He's 3-1. He has pitched 17 innings, and he has a 6.74 earned run average. And to go along with that, Schiller has struck out 17 while walking 13 on the year. And he will face the top of the order and Joey Casina. Casina, the 9th man to bat here in this order. So we need to get out of this inning so I don't have to. Oh, we have another balk. Are you kidding me? It's the 3rd balk in this game.
Yeah.
And a different pitcher even. I don't understand it either.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's seeing, but with umpires, some of these guys get on a roll with something like this, and then they see it every single time.
Yeah, it's very rare to see a balk a month in the game of baseball. We have 3 balks in the same game. 2 by our pitchers, 1 by theirs. Sends home another run, though. That's unfortunate.
You got a head coach over there, and Coach Warnicki, who's pitched at quite a few different levels, including the professional level. I think he'd know what a balk was as well.
High fly ball infield. Jake Holton handles it, and the inning comes to a close, but the Maroons, well, they put 5 runs across the plate. Or excuse me, 4 runs across the plate here in this inning. Collinsville, they have some work to do, but they have the 5th, 6th, and 7th to figure it all out as we head to the home half of the 5th inning with your Kahawks now trailing the Maroons by a score of 6-1.
I'm a random windstorm. Shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky, shaky. And if you got cut rate insurance, you could be picking up this tab yourself. So get Allstate. You could save some cash and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
Let us thank the Collinsville Education Association. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website, collinsvillecea.org. Well, it's the bottom of the 5th. Collinsville trailing now by a score of 6-1. Collinsville got the first run of this game in the 2nd inning. It came home on a wild pitch. Kahawks enjoyed that lead until Belleville West took a 2-1 lead in the 4th. They just added 4 more runs here in the 5th, and now it's 6-1. And leading things off, it'll be the bottom of the order here for Collinsville. Kyle Moore. Then back to the top in Noah Scrum and Jake Holton. And the Kahawks have their work cut out for them. Joey Messina Climbs back onto the hill. The lefty ready to go. First pitch. Misses the outside corner. Ball 1. Moore grounded out in his only plate appearance thus far.
See a lot of Holton and Kyle Moore this year. Another kid who's coming up as a sophomore, contributing a lot of playing time, and they've got him at the bottom of the lineup, just getting varsity at bats at this point. You can see how well that's worked out for Holton this year.
1-1 pitch is inside. 2-1.
Holton's a pretty good varsity hitter at this point, and you hope for the same for Kyle Moore here as he sees some varsity pitching early on.
That one's inside as well. 3-1. Sure you want to call a balk?
Nobody on.
So?
You could call a balk. It would be a ball.
Next pitch from Casina into Moore. Swinging right back to where it came from. Moore knocks it down, and the shortstop picks it up and throws, but not nearly in time, as Joey Casina probably saw his life flash before his eyes with that play.
Thought the ball was in his glove, too. Didn't make any effort to jump off the mound to get the ball because he thought it was still in his glove. Gave Kyle Moore a chance to get down the line.
So Moore picks up the Kahawks' 5th hit. And that will bring up Noah Scrum, who is 0 for 2 this afternoon, a ground out and a strikeout. And he struck out swinging at 3 straight pitches. Last at bat, he bunts this time, and Messina can't hold on to it. The throw is not in time, and the first 2 have reached here for the Kahawks.
That's a great piece of batting by Noah Scrum there with a lefty on the mound, laying a bunt down, trying to get that guy to spin around and make a throw. Even if he wouldn't have bobbled that, I don't think he would have got Scrum.
That would have been hard to do, yeah. Here is Jake Holton. We were just talking about him. Holton had a double in the first inning and grounded out to the second baseman his last time up. Looks at one outside, and here's where Collinsville can do some damage here with T.J. Williams on deck.
Yeah, Holton went from the 9-hitter last year to here he is sitting in the 2-hole, driving in runs and getting on base.
Here's the pitch. Oh, almost hit him. 2-0. And just like Kane in the last inning, looks like Joey Casina has found himself a little bit of a wild spot here. It's a little bit late. These arms start to feel a little bit more like rubber. 2-0 pitch on the way to Holton. Swinging a foul ball out of play. 2-1. Oh! That one almost hit the car that was passing by right at the same time.
Yeah, it seems like every year at least one gets it.
Oh, yeah. Next one to Holton. Strike called on the outside corner, 2-2. I was up here Saturday for the Easter egg hunt. My grandson won a bicycle.
Oh, nice.
So I had to ride the bike home. And I live up there. And I was coming right past here. I almost got hit by a foul ball. Swinging a golf shot. That's straight up on the infield. Calling for it is Langston. The shortstop takes it over at the third base side, but the infield fly rule was already called, so 1 out.
Kind of a defensive swing there on a pitch that could have been a strike. Maybe borderline. He did about all he could do with that one.
Hey, he golfed it. So, T.J. Williams, who has walked and singled in this game, and he went down to second base on a balk in the 3rd inning. Swinging a high fly ball. This one's down the third base line. This heading toward the corner, and it is not caught. It is a foul ball, though. And the legs of Connor Adams got stuck underneath the fence, and he can't get out. He finally does. I thought they called that a foul ball.
I think he pointed fair. He pointed fair.
That's a foul ball.
Well, he pointed fair. He did not put the other hand up. He pointed fair. So I guess everybody's going to go back to where they were.
Everybody's going to go back to where they were, and I'm glad that Connor Adams is all right out there, man. He slid right into the fence, and both of his legs ended up going underneath the chain link fence, and he got caught there for a second.
Yeah, that definitely was not a clear call. One hand up in the air, which is the hand that faces fair territory. He didn't yell foul ball.
Nope, didn't say a word, did he?
No, nothing was called.
So we'll do it all over again, and this time Williams gets hit. Bases loaded.
And again, a very unclear call by the home plate umpire on a ball that clearly hit T.J. Williams. I'm not really sure if this guy knows where he's at.
I don't know. So Moore moves down to third. Noah Scrum's down at second. TJ Williams is on at third. And we're going to have a visit out to the mound here for the Maroons. That'll give us a chance to thank Metro East Roofing and Guttering, locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums, Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Metro East Roofing and Guttering, that's the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call, 618-345-5679 today for your free estimate. And you can visit their Facebook page at Metro East Roofing and Guttering. I'm going to turn on the hot spot here and get ready for the old switchover.
Yeah, we talk about, pitchers and their ability to throw strikes falling off. It seems like this umpire is losing the ability to make calls at this point. Maybe he's tired. Might have had a long day today.
Might have. All right. Here is Carson Richardson, who barely missed a home run his last time up. First pitch, called a strike on the outside corner. Bases are full of Kahawks. Home run now would get the Kahawks back to within one. And the pitch out. Jason Scrum down there telling the umpire he's quick pitching.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
No. Casino ready. Swing and a miss by Carson Richardson. Collinsville leading 5-1 over at the softball complex. We did some homework. The Lady Kahawks have not beaten the Edwardsville Lady Tigers in softball since a 2011 regional championship win. But if you want to talk about regular season, Lady Kahawks have not beaten the Edwardsville Lady Tigers in softball since 2005.
Wow.
14 years now. Down on strikes goes Carson Richardson. It's the second time he's been a strikeout victim. Fourth strikeout on the afternoon for Joey Casina, so it's up to Sam Phelps here. The DH with the bases loaded. Looks at one outside for ball one. Phelps, he walked and scored the only run back in the second inning and popped up to the second baseman his last time up. Outside, ball two.
Yeah, it tells you how good girls softball's gotten.
Oh, yeah. Beat Belleville East a few weeks ago for the first time in, I think it was 10 years.
Yeah, there you go.
So a chance to really erase some history here with this game right now. Right now it is in the bottom of the fifth. Collinsville is up to the plate and leading 5-1. And a run gets walked in. How about that? Easy RBI for Sam Phelps.
He'll take it.
You know he will.
You got a hot hitter coming up right behind him, too.
So Scrum moves over to third. Williams is down at second. Phelps is on at first. And here is Spencer Vlasic. Vlasic has singled and reached on an error in this game.
Going to replace the speedy Phelps with speedy, looks like Kenny Lutz headed out to first base.
Did you say the speedy Phelps?
Yeah. He's always hustling.
Always. There's a difference between hustling and speed, dude.
He's a DH, not a DR.
You're right. Okay, designated runner.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here is Vlasic with the bases juiced, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the pitch. Outside. Casina's just missing.
Yeah, that outside corner has dissolved for both sides here.
Now a home run would tie it. High on the next pitch.
And Spencer's proved that he's capable of that so far this year. He's got one against Alton Marquette that was a no-doubter.
2-0 pitch on the way. That one is right down the middle, but it stays high. 3-0. We'll walk in another one. That was only the third walk issued by Casino this afternoon. That one hurt. And this one's going to hurt worse. Oh, swinging a base hit. That one's going to go up the middle. That's going to drop. Ooh. It takes a weird bounce, and it goes all the way against the wall. Kahawks are going to clear the bases. Here comes run number 3 home. Here's the throw. He is safe. A bases clearing double by Spencer Vlasic has gotten the Kahawks back to within 1.
good piece of hitting by Vlasic there. Let a ball get deep on him and drove the ball the other way. And like you said, got a friendly Kahok bounce out there as the ball bounced back away from the center fielder toward right field and all the way to the fence.
6th hit on the afternoon for Collinsville, and a tying run down at second base in the form of Spencer Vlasic. Camden Fry trying to chase him home. Fry is 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a single and a pop-up. Here's the pitch, swinging a chance for the center fielder. Colin Shea is right where he needs to be, and he hauls it in for the out, but Collinsville puts across 4 more runs in the inning on just 1 base hit, make that 2 base hits, and they strand a runner as well. We head now to the top of the 7th inning, and the Kahawks back in it. West still leads, though, by a score of 6-5.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Time to thank some more of our sponsors. How about the Junior Service Club of Collinsville? Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go help the needy in Collinsville. If you would like information on anything coming up as far as events go for the Collinsville Junior Service Club, go to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, click on the events tab, and you will be off and running, and you'll find out everything you need to know. All right, so bear with us here. We got to make this transition from thing. It's going to go off here any second now. This is on, right?
Yep, second pitch
it's
by
on.
Schiller there's a little outside. He's down 2-0 right.
4 straight pitches out of the strike zone.
Well, he's got it out of his system now.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Got to think positive here. He's a ground ball away from getting 2 outs.
First walk issued by Schiller. No, that's wrong, isn't it? No, that's right.
Yep.
Okay. Here's Colin Shea. Really hard to tell sometimes when you had 9 batters in 1 inning.
Yeah, when you flip over the lineup,
Yeah.
makes it a little harder when you move along in the game.
Yeah, kind of hard to tell where the last one left off and where the first one picks up. And anyway, Collinsville got back to within 1 run. It'd be a shame to give any of that back. Here's a swing and a foul ball right back to the screen. That'll even things out at 1-1. To the batter, Colin Shea. Shea walked and scored in that 4-run inning last time. Other than that, he's reached on a fielder's choice and a fly ball out to Noah Scrum. No one out. Runner at first. And the runner goes. Here's the throw, and it's not going to be in time. And Camden Fry looks like he might have hurt that leg a little bit. I think he took the ball off the knee, didn't he?
Yeah. Tried to get in front of it to knock it down and took a weird bounce and clipped him in the leg there. Looks like he's going to try and walk this off. Coach Warner, he's going to come out and take a look at him, I think. He says he's fine. I don't think Coach Warner, he's buying it.
No.
If he walks further away from Coach Warnke, I think he's he's trying to walk away from him.
6-5. The game belongs to the Maroons right now. Colin Shea up there with a 2-ball, 1-strike count from the righty Brady Schiller. Checks on his runner. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 3, 3-1.
Schiller trying to find the strike zone here in this inning. He's only thrown 1 strike.
Next delivery. On the way.
Ooh.
Just missed. Back-to-back walks. They have put runners on first and second. No one down for J.B. Behrman. The third baseman has walked, doubled, singled, scored 2 runs, and knocked in 2 runs. That's a pretty good afternoon at the office.
Yeah, let's hope the Kahoks can keep him off the bases here.
Need to keep it right where it is. Right now we're in a little trouble with no outs. Ball into the dirt. Nice stop by Vlasic.
Coach Warnicki's going to have to make some decisions here pretty soon if Schiller can't find the strike zone.
No one warming up. That doesn't mean that there's not loose arms in the outfield. 1-0 the count. Swinging a high fly ball back here, out of play.
Both runners were moving on that, so Schiller might want to take a couple extra seconds out there when he comes set.
One ball, 1 strike to count. Next, nope. Balk.
Oh, my goodness.
4th balk in this game. 3rd one called against Collinsville.
On a move that he was making towards second base. I don't know how you can call a balk on that play. That doesn't make any sense. The intent was to go to second base, not home, and he called a balk.
I don't get it either. Maybe we should just stand still on the mound like a statue and throw the ball underhanded to him.
Yeah, he did rock his shoulders back, but that's because he was doing a wheel play to second base. I've never seen a balk called on an actual pickoff.
I've never seen 4 balks called in one game. I don't think I've ever seen 4 balks called in 1 year. Foul ball out of play on the next one. So 2-2 the count. Nobody out. Runners now at second and third after the 4th balk called today. 3rd one against Collinsville.
I better put that in the stat line.
High fly ball. This one is going to find the glove of Vlasic right before he gets to the fence at the end of the Kahok bench. That was big.
That's a huge out right there.
This one stayed over onto the right side of the screen. Last time it hit the top of the screen and went over to the spectator side. 1 out. Connor Adams will step to the plate. Adams has reached on a fielder's choice, doubled, scored, and knocked in a run with that double. Hits the outside corner. Does Schiller. Strike 1.
You got to wonder if that's going to be a strike now. That's something that's been called a ball the last couple innings.
Umpire looked at his watch, realized he has someplace to be. Strike 2.
Really nice curveball by Schiller.
Yeah,
right
it was.
There. Nice, pretty tight spin on it. See if he can repeat that. It'd be huge to get 2 outs right here.
Strikeout would be nice. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a high fly ball. This one's got trouble written all over it. Back at the wall. Oh, nice diving play. And a nice diving catch by Kyle Moore. 1 run is going to score. Actually, both of them are. After the throw, bounces into Camden Fry, and it pops out of his glove. That allows both runs to come home.
Yeah, Collinsville might want to check the runner at second base. He seemed like he was off about 2 or 3 steps before that ball was actually caught.
We'll see if they're going to appeal.
Schiller's going to step off here. Going to throw to second. We'll see what we get here.
Well, called him safe. Well, of course.
Yep. Very emphatic.
Sure that wasn't a balk? Thank you. I'm known for those every once in a while. Here's Logan Weaver. Oh, a screamer right up the middle for a base hit. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Would have scored those 2 runs anyway, right?
Yeah, the thing about that call as well is the umpire in the field is the one that they appealed to, who was obviously watching the catch.
Right.
He is not in a position to make that call. The umpire that was at home plate should have been watching that. He's got the responsibility for both runners on that play.
So here's Kelly Price. Price 0 for 3 on the afternoon. One of the rare Maroons that has not gotten a base hit today, and he swings through the first offering from Schiller.
Yeah, he had all kinds of trouble with the lefty.
Schiller looks at his runner. That's a real shame. I think we could have been out of that inning.
I agree.
Instead, it's 8-5 in favor of the Maroons. With 2 outs, here is a line drive right over Fry's head at shortstop. Takes a big bounding bounce out to Kyle Moore. That's after it hit the grass. There must have been something in the grass out there to make it pop up like that. But Belleville West back at it again. Now runners on first and second after back-to-back base hits by Weaver and Price. That'll bring up the catcher, Ryan Loeffler.
Belleville West has got a guy warming up now.
We'll see if we can figure out who that is here in just a second. First pitch into Loeffler is a called strike. Schiller ready with the next. Here it is. High pop fly behind home plate. Spencer Vlasic is going to make 2 catches here in this inning to end the inning, but a couple more runs come across here for the Maroons. We head now to, I don't even know what inning are we in. Are we in the bottom of the sixth?
Yeah.
Okay. I just said 6th inning up there for a long time now. I don't know if that's because it lasted so long or if I'm just wrong. Anyway, we head to the home half of the 6th inning, and Collinsville now trailing 8-5.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville, online, weshipstlouis.com, or call 346-4884.
Todd Duke and Josh Hartle back with you as we have made it to the home half of the 6th inning. And after 5 innings across the other side of Collinsville, your Lady Kahoks still lead Edwardsville by a score of 5-1. Well, looks like that Edwardsville just scored some runs. Hold on, I got to update my little app here. 5-3. And it looks like Edwardsville has the bases loaded right now with 1 out. All right. We got some work to do here on the boys' side of things. As the Kahawks bring up who? Cody Smith?
Yep, Cody Smith.
Cody Smith will be batting for Brent Mode. Cody Smith. 1 ball, 1 strike against him. Cody coming in batting .292. Seen a little bit of action off the bench here this afternoon. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Casina back out there for his 6th inning worth of work. Right now he's given up 4 runs on 6 hits. And looks to be the winner. Strike 3 called. Down on strikes goes Smith. That is just the 5th strikeout on the afternoon for Casina. And that'll bring up Kyle Moore, the center fielder. 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a ground out and a single. Swing and a slow roller down to third. On the move is Behrman, and he throws over to first. Took the first baseman off the bag into foul territory. So Moore is safe. on a throwing error by the third baseman, J.B. Behrman.
Yep, Kyle Moore got this thing started last time. We'll see if he's the catalyst for this run, this inning too.
Only 2 errors committed in this game today, and those have been both by Belleville West. Although it's not very rare you have 4 balks and 2 errors in the same game. Back to the top of the order, here's Noah Scrum. Scrum reached and scored his last time up. A 1-0 pitch from Casina to Scrum. Up, instead of pickoff throw, and they got the runner in between. Throw down to second. Moore is scrambling, and he is going to get tagged out. And there goes the base runner.
Bet Kyle Moore's going to be kicking himself there. He's a left-handed pitcher himself. He knows the move. Just kind of got fooled there on that. Might have been a balk.
Might have been. Play goes 1-3-6-3 as Noah Scrum tags one to center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And doesn't it figure right after a guy gets pickled off of first base, the next guy up hits the ball.
Yep, Collinsville's going to have to do this with 2 outs here. At least try and chip away, maybe get at least 1 more run. 3 runs in the last innings would be a tall order, but you're looking at 2, that's not too bad.
Here is Jake Holton. Holton doubled his first time up. Since then, he's gone over. Looks at 1, high and outside, ball 1. Well, Edwardsville just took the lead, 6-5.
Uh-oh.
Next pitch, swinging a bouncer for Langston at short. He'll just underhand it over to Stedman at second base, and the inning comes to a close. 1 more runner left on for Collinsville. That's 6 on the day. We head now to the 7th inning. Collinsville still trails this by a score of 8-5.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. To create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Todd Duke, Josh Hartle back with you. 7th inning is where we are. Collinsville trailing by 3. Need to get out of this inning with no more runs across to have a chance in the 7th. By the way, how did Election Day go? I know you didn't win, but how did it go?
I think I ended up picking up about 150 votes, which is pretty good for write-in. This is just testing the waters at this point. I'll be running next election, and hopefully I'll be able to be on the ballot on that one.
Was that in 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
Okay. Yeah, I guess a little bit more planning and a little bit more of public awareness might have helped you out a little bit. I mean, you didn't put any advertising out there or do much, and you still got 150 votes.
Yeah, I think that just goes to show that I do have some support out there, and it's just gonna take a little bit more time and effort.
All right, the Brady Schiller back on the mound. He'll pitch to the number 9 man to lead off, Ben Stedman. Throws one back behind him and over his head for ball 1. Next one is in the dirt for ball 2. It'll be Stedman back to the top of the order, Joey Casina, and Will Langston here for Belleville West as the Maroons have a 3-run lead, 8-5 our score. Edwardsville takes a 7-5 lead now over Collinsville. Top of the 6th inning is an inning that's falling apart there for the Lady Kahawks.
Yeah, hopefully they can right the ship and tack on a couple of runs there to bring this thing closer.
Yeah, Edwardsville scored 1 run in the 5th, and so far they've scored 6 runs in the 6th inning.
Logan Jackson heads out to the bullpen here to get warmed up. Brady Schiller is struggling a little bit here. He's falling behind 3-1.
Next delivery. Outside. Another walk.
Same old story.
Stedman. Down to first base. Joey Casina will step up to the plate. Casina is wearing the collar, to say the least, this afternoon. He is 0 for 4. Pitch on the way. Bunt down the third base side. Good bunt it is. Mode, he's up with it. Throws over, but not in time. That ball died down in that thick grass, and that allowed Casina to reach first base. 10th hit of the afternoon here for the Maroons. That'll bring up Will Langston. Langston, he's had a very productive day. Couple of walks, a single, 2 runs scored.
Yeah, that grass is awful thick on the infield.
It is. That one hits the inside corner. Called strike 1. Schiller ready with the next. Here it is. Swinging a foul ball out of play. This one's, off the telephone pole and back into the field of play. I was going to say, got the extreme baseball little leaguers down there warming up. They're going to have to watch out. Looks like their opposition's over here on this side. The Sting. Langston with a 0-2 count against him. Schiller from the stretch checks on his runner. And a chance for Jake Holton to turn 2. He bobbles it, throws over to first, and in time for 1. Everybody else will move up a bag.
One's better than none.
True, true. So 1 out, and Stedman moves over to third. Casina down to second, and that will bring up Colin Shea. Shea has also walked a couple of times and scored. Matter of fact, he was on base both times that a balk was called and got to move home or got to move up on the play. Back-to-back innings, as a matter of fact. Pitch is high.
Schiller's going to need a strikeout or a comebacker here to hold that runner at third. I bet they're going to be off with the pitch here.
Keep it on the infield. Have a chance for a play at the plate. Next pitch on the way to Shea. He holds up. 2-0. Schiller is ready. Here's the next pitch to Shea in the dirt. Nice job by Vlasic. Vlasic has had a really good game behind the plate. Foul balls, stopping anything from going back to the screen.
Yeah, he's got a real shot to be all conference this year with the performance he's had at the plate and behind the plate.
3-0, right down the middle. 3-1. Schiller ready with the next delivery. High fly ball, and that one's going to get out of play. Lands right behind the Sting extreme baseball team. We're ready to do it all over again. Schiller is ready. So is Shea. Runners at second and third. 1 out. And here's the pitch. Inside. Ooh, wow. Wow. That one looked like it almost hit the ankles of Shea, and we'll take the called strike.
The strikeout call wasn't even confident. It was kind of subdued.
Here comes J.B. Behrman. He has had a pretty good day as well. A single, a double, 2 runs scored, a couple of runs batted in, as well as a free pass. That one floats in there for a strike.
Had that pop out last inning, too, that Vlasic had to go all the way over to the fence over by the Kahok dugout to make.
The 0-1 pitch on the way. Outside, 1-1. That's about where that pitch was to Shea.
Yep.
1-1 the count. Sun makes an appearance again. That one's in the dirt, and again, a nice job by Vlasic to stop that.
Well, if sunshine means more strikes and more Kahok runs, I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm. 2-1 pitch on the way. Foul ball out of play. We'll keep it at 2-2. Somebody's car got hit. Mine's too far away, and it's already missing the back window anyway. I call it the hefty bag. 2-2. And a shot. Oh, Jake Colton with a nice stab. Over to first base in time for the out. Run scores, or excuse me, the inning ends on that play right there to save a run from being scored. And Collinsville will have a chance here with only 3 runs down, but they only have 1 more inning left to do it. So we head to the bottom of the 7th, and the Kahawks trail by a score of 8-5.
Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville, online, weshipstlouis.com, or call 346-4884. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Joey Casina heads back out to the mound, trying to pick up a complete game victory for him and his Belleville West teammates. Collinsville will have the middle of the order coming up to try and get a little 4-run rally going on here. A little walk-off win in the 7th inning would be nice.
Yeah,
TJ Williams will lead off.
Got a good chance to do that here. You got TJ Williams starting it off.
Williams, Richardson, and Phelps. If anyone can get on, Spencer Vlasic with a chance.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot of power and a lot of speed that you can get on the bases.
A lot of pop.
Minus Phelps.
Yeah. Power, yeah. Speed, not so much. Hustle, yes.
Absolutely.
1-0 pitch. Williams, swing, fly ball, right to the left fielder, Connor Adams. 2 pitches equal 1 out. So it's up to Carson Richardson and Sam Phelps. Richardson barely missed a home run here earlier. That was back in the 3rd inning when he had the bases loaded. First pitch, Richardson swings, and a chance for the 3rd baseman, Behrman. He's up with it, and over to first, and quickly. There are 2 away, and I mean quickly.
Yeah, kind of an unsure swing there, too, by Richardson. I'm not really sure about 3/4 of the way through that swing whether he was committed or not.
Yeah, kind of looked like an off swing. Well, here's Phelps, the last chance here for Collinsville. Phelps has coaxed 2 walks out of Casina today. And in between those 2 walks, a pop-up and a swing and a miss. Phelps is trying to hit a 3-run home run right off the bat with no one on.
Nearly impossible.
Nearly.
With these umpires, though, it could be 2 boxing that up.
This one's outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike the count.
I'm not going to count anything out at this point.
Spencer Vlasic on deck, hoping to have a chance to bat, and he will as that one hits Phelps. So we need Vlasic to come on and get on base in front of Camden Fry. And we're going to have a courtesy runner as Paul Falby comes in for Collinsville.
Good move by coach there.
Oh, yeah. Got to have the speed. So Spencer Vlasic up to the plate. He has singled and doubled here in this game, and he also reached on an error. So he's been on base all 3 times. We need it to be 4. Outside, laid off of that off-speed pitch. Ball 1.
That one kind of danced away from him. Vlasic was aware enough to be able to take that one.
Next delivery on the way. That one's down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Next one, outside.
Jason Scrum's down there trying to coax another balk out of him.
Mm-hmm. Swinging a cue shot down the first baseline. Up with it is Logan Weaver, and he just steps on the bag, and that is the end of this game. Play goes 3 unassisted for the final out. And the Kahawks lose this one by a final score of 8-5. We'll move in now to the Cullip Jennings Florist post-game show, brought to you by my friends at Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area. They have been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist located at 517 West Clay Street. Stop in for weekly specials. Right now they are focused on Mother's Day. That's right, Easter is over. So the next big opportunity for the flower shop folks is Mother's Day coming up in the next month. Also graduation coming up in the month of May as well. So they can take care of both of those for you. How? Well, give them a call and ask. 344-0404 is their number, or online at cullipjennings.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. Sorry about the picture there, folks. They kind of closed the windows on us here, so you get the backside of the cover of the press box here. But at any rate, Collinsville loses this one here today by a final score of 8-5. Belleville West 8 runs on 10 hits. They committed a couple of errors, and they left 10 base runners on. For Collinsville, 5 runs on 7 hits. They committed no errors, and they left 6 base runners on, did the Collinsville Kahawks, in a very strange game there, Mr. Josh Hartle, a game that saw 4 balks called in the same game.
Yeah, that's not something you typically see at the high school level, especially with guys that have been pitching for, at this point in their careers, they've been pitching for 5 or 6 years and understand the rules of the game and what constitutes a balk or not. And at the high school level, you just don't see that.
Yeah, and I thought for the most part until kind of late in the game, Riker Kane was doing okay, but I think he was victimized by a little rubber arm there late.
Yeah, a little bit, and that goes along with him being a sophomore. I mean, a guy who's not used to going, deep into games, especially at the varsity level, even pitching at the varsity level over the JV level. The stress of the pitches is more than throwing at the JV level. So I think you're right. He did suffer a little bit of a rubber arm at the end and kind of fell off a little bit. But I feel like he had another good performance.
Offensively, Collinsville had some chances. They got a couple of guys getting hits here and there, but I don't think they really fully took advantage of their opportunities once they were given those.
Yeah, strung together a couple hits in what was it, the fifth inning there, and pushed some runners across, and that kind of shows you that they have the ability, but you're right, it wasn't consistent enough for them to put enough runs up to win this ball game.
And I already mentioned the lines, and no errors is a pretty good stat. You didn't really do anything bad out in the field, but you did have 3 balks called against you.
Yeah, and that's, you're gonna have to talk to your pitchers a little bit, and personally, I don't know if those were all balks, but just make them aware. And as far as the errors go, Coach Warnke's got to be ecstatic about that. No errors. Even if it's a loss, that's one of those things that you talk to your ball club at the end and say, hey, we did all these things that caused us to maybe lose the game, but hey, look, here's a positive. And if you're Coach Warnke, you're looking for positives, moving forward. You're going to have to see these guys in 2 more days.
Oh, yeah, you got to see them Thursday. Then you have the doubleheader Saturday. You going to be here for those?
I will definitely be here.
All right, well, we'll see you then.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you. That is Josh Hartle. We appreciate him coming up here and joining us here for a little analysis during the game. And a big thank you to Peyton Blaylock joining us in the first couple of innings to tell you about his new endeavor. That is called Metro East Spotlight. Check that out on Facebook. And, of course, if you're in the buying or selling market for your homes, then the new gig for Mr. Peyton Blaylock is Keller Williams. And you can give them a call at 780-4622. Just another little plug there for Peyton before we get out of here. So our next game is going to be coming to you from the softball complex, where at last check, the Edwardsville Tigers had an 8-5 lead. As that game, make that 9-5 now. So Edwardsville with a 4-run lead as they head to the bottom of the 7th there at the Collinsville Sports Complex. So that's where we'll be on Thursday. Belleville East will provide the opposition on Thursday afternoon. And until Thursday, my name is Todd Duke. Everyone have yourselves a fantastic evening.